Welcome to Classical 95.9 WCRI's Conducting Conversations with your host, Mike Mano. 1 hour of music and conversation with notable people in the arts, bringing you the stories of how music has impacted their lives. The show will give a behind-the-scenes look at the guest's background, interests, or special project.
Conducting Conversations is brought to you by Roberts Musical Instruments. From sheet music and brand name instruments to rentals, repairs, lessons, and more. Roberts Musical Instruments is your key to musical success. Call 823-5459. That's 823-5459.
And now here's your host, Mike Mano.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Conducting Conversations. I'm Mike Mano, very pleased to be sitting with the world-renowned and famous Eddie Dillon is here. Welcome to the show, Eddie.
Mike, delighted to be back once again.
Eddie is a frequent guest. As a matter of fact, we were trying to count up, and I think we might be aiming pretty close to 25 shows together over the years. Eddie was one of the first people ever on Conducting Conversations, and he has been on every St. Patrick's Day and a couple others. For those of you that need a refresher, Eddie is a world-famous, I would say, singer-songwriter, but more importantly, entertainer. And those of you that haven't seen Eddie in person, he is a lot of fun to be with. He's not Italian, that's a negative, but but he does sing Irish music because you're Irish.
100%.
100% Irish. There you go. Well, we're both here to talk about, not ourselves necessarily, but the 60th annual Block Island A Cappella Show and a little more. And that's going to be Saturday, July 27th at 8 o'clock at St. Andrew's Church on Chapel Street on Block Island. And we're going to be, this year, putting the proceeds towards the Alzheimer's Walk of Block Island. The Alzheimer's Fund is doing a walk that they've done for the last several years on the island, raising a lot of money to help benefit. And this year we're going to be chipping in our portion to help that great benefited program. So Alzheimer's, not a good thing, but we're going to have a little fun this evening and definitely on the show, and not spend too much time talking about the disease itself, other than the fact that maybe it'll get cured someday.
Please, God.
Please.
Soon.
Please, God, and soon. Eddie, let's catch up a little bit. When I call you world-renowned, you did have the opportunity to tour with a group called the Clancy Brothers back in the day, right?
Yes, that was back in the 1990s, and we toured all over the eastern United States, and we also, Florida to Milwaukee, and also to West Clare, and County Clare, and Tipperary, and County Cork. So it was a wonderful experience.
And you had written some of the music for the Clancy Brothers as well as performed with them. And you've continued. They've all passed on, but you've continued rolling along and appear in different places around New England mostly, sometimes in Florida.
Yep. I was just in Cleveland last month and had some fun out there. Then Cleveland.
Well, that's a hotbed for Irish music, I would guess.
Yeah, well, believe it or not, it's a private party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you're getting around. You have lots of recordings out there in the marketplace, and you have a website. People can go if they want to get more information about you. It's tough to remember. It's Eddie Dillon, right?
EddieDillon.com.
There you go. So check that out. Now, the 60th annual Block Island A Cappella Festival is something that I have been at. Yes, that's correct. All 60 of them for 60 years. And this is going to be a great celebration for the Alzheimer's Fund. And we're going to have two quartets, a quartet called Nantucket Sound that sings as part of the Narragansett Bay Chorus out of Providence, and my quartet, Trade Secret, will be performing along with Eddie. And so, Eddie, on the flyer, it's called A Cappella Showcase and a little more.
That's me.
You're the little part.
Yes, a little more, in more ways than one.
Now, we have a surprise for you. When you actually see the program, the word little is crossed out, and it will say a lot more. So initially it was a good idea, and then I realized it doesn't sound very, very nice. So we changed that around for you. We're going to play some music today, a few songs, a cappella songs from quartets that I've been with, but mostly Eddie's music, and get you all in the mood for that festival. And this first song is a song that I recorded back in the early 2000s with my quartet at that time called Roadshow. The song is called Applause, Applause.
What is it that we're living for? Applause, applause. Nothing I know brings on the glow like sweet applause. You're thinking you're through and nobody cares. Then suddenly you hear it starting, and somehow you're in charge again, and it's a ball. Trumpets all sing, life seems to swing, and you're the king of it all, 'cause you've had a taste of the sound that says love. Applause, applause, applause. What is it that we're living for? Applause, applause. Nothing I know tops off the show like sweet applause. You're doing your thing, and nobody cares. They're having a fling, they're cheering, shouting. It makes you feel so good again when they want more. Nothing so dear, soon as you hear happy audience roar, 'cause you've had a taste of the sound that says love. Applause, 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 applause.
There you have Roadshow singing Applause, Applause. It was recorded in the early 2000s. And Eddie, most of the music that you do, you've written yourself, right? An occasional Danny Boy thrown in, maybe something like that.
Yeah, I've really had my career between two different worlds, the Irish music world and the singer-songwriter world. And the Irish music world really paid a lot of bills. And some of my original songs have been recorded in the Irish music world. But now I see my career going towards just mostly doing the singer-songwriter.
Now that you're grown up.
Now that and the more I thought about it, last fall I was thinking off and on about the project I've been working on since COVID started, and it's all original songs. And then I wrote a new song. It's called Money and Water, and it's about the experience of being in a band, playing around and trying to make a living, writing songs. And it's an experience a lot of people in that
In show
business, right across the board.
It's a great segue for the song we just sang. What is it that we're living for?
Exactly.
Applause, applause.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's called Money and Water.
Yep.
And what is the water part? I get the money part.
Well, it's like fame and fortune. All these things slip through our fingers, Money slips through your fingers, water slips through your fingers.
Ooh.
There's my metaphor.
Here we go.
If I had it to do over, wouldn't change one thing. Don't you believe it? I'd fire up a letter just to let her know and hope she'd read it. Had a heavy heart 100 times, writing all the words in a sacred rhyme. The tide it flows, love it goes, slips through your fingers and nothing shows. Like money and water, like money and water. Tried to make a living any way I could. Don't you believe it? If it had 6 strings made out of wood, you know I'd play it. Laid it in New York, up in Boston too. Every single night I sang right through. A fight in the club, a fight with the band, a double book gig, you're on again. It's dawn when you're home, got a job in the day. You wanna make a living, but there's not enough pay. It's all for a song, you just don't care. It's words and music that fill your hair, like money and water, like money and water. Simon in an old bus station, that's where I've been staying. Got up my guitar just to do some busking, and now I'm praying. Won't you give me $1, give me a dime? I'll play that tune, sir, one more time, hoping that you will feel okay. Listen 1 minute and hear me play. Money and water, money and water. Baked a lot of nails, played a lot of notes, had a little dream that a song I wrote. Hold some water, make a lot of dough. I know better, but I won't let go. To money and water, this is money and water.
Very cool song, and I noticed you had a little help there from a different voice.
That was Aoife Clancy and her niece, Lowry Davies, and they were around last fall actually, and I had just got done writing the song, and I was in the middle of recording it, and I had the brainstorm, hey, how about some oohs in here?
So you get the daughter of Bobby Clancy to do some oohs in the background for you.
And his granddaughter.
And the granddaughter.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's very cool.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do one more song before we take our first break. Tell us about this one.
The next song is called Circle of Love, and I couldn't resist playing this tune for the audience because it's about, the second verse is about Block Island, and without telling a huge story about it, I was out there in the mid-'80s with my band, The Shenanigans, with Tom Kennedy and Dick Lewis, and we were playing at the National Hotel. We went out for a night on the town after our show. It was like 1 a.m, with someone who we didn't really know all that well. And he took us down the backside of Block Island, and he decided to go up this dirt road on the side of Black Rock, which is a 300-foot cliff, and he stepped on it. The car literally started flying and ended up on the side of the cliff. Both the driver's wheels were off the side of the cliff, and nobody knew it except for me because I was probably the most sober person there. And
so you almost weren't anymore.
Oh my gosh. But anyway, this is it's a big, long, epic song. We're only going to play a couple of minutes of it and to just get you into the feel of the song. But it's Circle of Love.
We'll listen to that, then take a short break and be back with more.
Circle of love, a boy and his fate, fishing up the trestle, the hour was late. An angry train came rolling, barreled down the track, jumped into the river, and then I looked back. 100 wheels went rolling by, a hungry train, it filled my sky. And all these years I have wondered why, how on that day I did not die. They went rolling by, rolling by, rolling by, rolling by, rolling by, rolling by me. Rolling by, rolling by, rolling by, rolling by, rolling by, rolling by me. Circle of love, a circle of friends. We're out for a night ride, the party can't end. Black Rock is special, 300 feet high. The road, it was washed out, the car starts to fly. I saw my dreams torn apart from me. I saw my spirit drifting off to sea. And to this day I wonder why, how on that night I did not die. It went rolling by, rolling by, rolling by, rolling by, rolling by, rolling by me. Rolling by, rolling by, rolling by, rolling by, rolling by, rolling by me.
The Walk to End Alzheimer's for Block Island is going to be the benefit of the 60th annual Block Island a cappella show and a lot more. And that's going to be on Saturday, July 27th at 8 p.m. at St. Andrew's Church on Chapel Street on Block Island. And tickets are available at the door. Should you be on the island and like to attend, we'd love to see you there. The show will be including Nantucket Sound Quartet, Trade Secret Quartet, and the world-famous Eddie Dillon. And Eddie is sitting with me right now. I'm Mike Mano. Pleased to be talking about this great event coming up in just a couple weeks. And we've been listening to some of Eddie's music. And we opened the show with one of my quartet songs. It was recorded back in the early 80s. We're going to listen to a song now that the quartet I sang with. Eddie, you've heard of the Broadway show, The Music Man, right?
Of course.
Of course. And I had the great privilege of doing the national tour of Music Man and started a quartet to be in that called the Rhode Island Ramblers. And we made a recording and sold, very fortunately for us, sold many thousands of them. And this is a song from that recording that some of you might remember. It was popular back, I'm going to say, in the 60s, 70s. It's called Jean.
Bung, 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 bung.
Oh, Jean, Jean, roses are red. All the leaves have gone green, and the clouds are so low you can touch them, and so come out to the meadow, Jean. Oh, Jean, Jean, you're young and alive. Come out of your half-dream dream and run, if you will, to the top of the hill. Come into my arms, Jean, till the sheep in the valley come home my way, till the stars fall around me and find me alone. When the sun comes a-shining, I'll still be waiting. Jean, Jean, the roses are red. All the leaves have gone green, and the hills are ablaze with the moon's yellow rays. Come into my arms, into my arms, Bonnie Jean,
I guess I should give a shout out to that quartet. The lead singer was Larry Wright from Los Angeles at the time. Baritone was Tom Gentry from beautiful downtown Ohio. And Ted Fejak singing tenor, who had just moved up to New England from Virginia. So that was back in the 1990s, Ed. Do you remember the 1990s?
I'm trying to, but it's all a blur.
All right, that's just a sample of some of the music you might hear on the Block Island Acapella Show, but you'll also get to hear Eddie Dillon's music, and we're going to go to another piece now. This one's called Love to Do Over, which I have heard before, but not by you.
That's correct. My friend Aoife Clancy recorded this, 20 years ago, and she did a bang-up job on it, and I never recorded it myself. And then when I started doing,
Even though you wrote it,
even though I wrote it, yeah, and I had a lot of requests for it over the years, and so I finally took the time to do a decent recording of it. So, and it's a romantic ballad, so that's why I wanted to play it after Jean. When you fall out of love, there's a lesson for fools. They don't teach you life in a classroom in school. Just wait one more day before you walk away. You may spend your whole life wishing somehow you stayed. If I had your love to do over, I would spend every minute with you. If I had your love to do over, I would spend every minute. Your heart, I would win it. Your life, I'd be in it again. When you wake in her bed, hold her so tight. Treat her with respect. Do what is right. Words of regret are so easy to say. Then darling, I love you, I always will stay. If I had your love to do over, I would spend every minute with you. If I had your love to do over, I would spend every minute. Your heart, I would win it. Your life, I'd be in it again. I'm just a beggar for you, with my hand held open, that's true. Spare me a dime of your love sometime. I'm just a beggar for you. And if I had your love to do over, I would spend every minute with you. If I had your love to do over, I would spend every minute. Your heart, I would win it. Your life, I'd be in it again. Your life, I'd be in it again.
Eddie, interesting when I listen to that and I hear more than one instrument, but everything there is you, singing, music, everything.
That's correct. Yeah, you hear a cello at the beginning, and then it gets a little bit more involved later on. And that part was actually written. I played it on my guitar into my computer, turned it into MIDI notation, and then brought in. It's actually a BBC symphony instrument that I have the rights to, and turned it into a cello.
Wow.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's very cool when everything in there is all done by you and saves money.
Saves a lot of money. Yeah.
All right. So we're going to change gears a little bit. And you seem to have this thing about birds. You have several bird songs in your repertoire.
Oh, I got a bunch of them, but I've written probably close to 1,000 songs. So I have like songs for all occasions, and but we're doing looking at the list here. There's a lot of them about birds.
Bird songs.
Yeah,
Birdman of Massachusetts.
Yeah. Well, I loved bird watching, so what can I say? But this song was actually written in 1972 and recorded a bunch of times. I never released it until actually this upcoming project. But Aoife Clancy, again, was playing with this band called the Jammin' Divas, and they recorded this song and changed it around completely with a flute and traditional Irish-sounding melody interspersed, and made it into a bang-up version of it. Again, that's the Jammin' Divas. It's on Spotify. You can check it out. But my version is more of a traditional folk version.
So it's called Like a Bird.
Like a Bird.
And we'll listen to that, take a short break, and be back with more of Eddie Dillon.
a bird, she flies away. Got strong wings that never stay too long. Like a fool, I wait for her. Wait till spring, that's when I'm sure she is gone, my lover, long ago. And I'll see her wings upon the air with a song for us to share, my springtime lover's friend. Please return. Winged lady of the rose, bless my garden in your clothes of colored feathers soft and flying high. Bless my garden in your shade, in the meadows where we've laid for hours soft on beds of corn and rye. And I'll see her wings upon the air with a song for us to share, my springtime lover's friend. Please return. I see a woman getting younger every day, an honest woman who knows how to get her way. Sure of her honesty, she'd never do you wrong. I see her wings so beautiful and strong. Like a kite high on the string, wishing for the words to sing to her, my lover, long ago. Sing them out so clear, so loud. Sing them to a cumulus cloud that carried her wherever she would go. And I'll see her wings upon the air with a song for us to share, my springtime lover's friend. Please return. Please return. Please return.
Eddie Dillon is my special guest on Conducting Conversations. I'm Mike Mano, and we're talking about the 60th annual Block Island Acapella Show, which is going to be Saturday, July 27th, just a couple weeks away, 8 o'clock at St. Andrew's Church on Chapel Street on Block Island. And this year, the proceeds are going to the Walk to End Alzheimer's on Block Island. And it's a walk that is actually huge financially. They get a lot of money gathered, and it's going to a great cause to end Alzheimer's. So, Eddie, we're very happy that you've consented to be a part of this, and all of the singers on this program are not being paid I don't know if I've told you that or not yet.
Wait a minute. Hold it. No, I am delighted, Mike. As soon as you mentioned that terrible disease, I was on board 100%.
Well, it's a wonderful cause. Nantucket Sound Quartet will be there, along with my quartet, Trade Secret, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And show will start at 8 o'clock and end around 9:30 or so. No, we won't be there the whole night, but you'll hear a lot of songs that you've heard before, perhaps, and you'll get to hear a lot of Eddie's music in the middle of the program, where he does mostly original tunes. You might throw in an Irish something or other.
I'd be delighted to do an Irish tune.
All right. Well, we'll have a lot of fun that night. So tickets will be available at the door. So make sure you check it out. Right now, we're going to go to another a cappella song. This is some friends of mine that are singing a song that my quartet used to do. This is not my quartet, but it's a great group, and I think a lot of you might remember a song called Royal Garden Blues.
Don't you hear the trombone moan, and just listen to the saxophone. Just hear the clarinet and flute and the cornet a dancing with a mute. I just want to throw my cares away when I hear them play now. Oh, that weeping melancholy strain, oh gee, but it's soothing to the brain. Just want to get right up and dance. I don't care, I'll take most any chance. No other blues I care to choose but the Royal Garden Blues. And there is no use in talking, no use in walking. You start dog walking no matter where. There's syncopation, blues, modulation, just like a Haitian, you rip and tear. Most everybody likes the blues. They love them blues. Here's why I'm raving, here's why I'm raving. If it's blues you're raving, then come on down. You'll hear 'em playing now, hear 'em playing. Soon you'll be saying, chase me round. Because your feet they can't refuse. They just can't refuse it. Hear that familiar strain and listen to that refrain. Now it's driving me insane. It's driving me insane. Can't keep still. The wind's against my will. Well, it's a brand new blues. The Royal Garden Blues, Garden Blues. Well, everybody grab somebody and start jazzing around. Huh, don't you hear the trombone moan, wah, wah? Listen to the saxophone, just hear that clarinet and flute, cornet jazzing with a mute. I just want to throw my cares away when they play pa-tu-pa, what of that? Weeping melancholy strain, oh gee, but it's soothing to my brain. Just want to get right up and dance. I don't care, I'll take most any chance. There's no other blues I care to choose but the Royal Garden, Royal Garden, whoa, 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 whoa.
There you have Royal Garden Blues, I guess originally done, I believe, by Louis Armstrong, and more recently, an album with that title is done by Bradford Marcellus. So you can check those out. Eddie, let's get back to your music and the fact that people might have an opportunity to hear you locally, in New England anyway. You're going to be performing in a few weeks where?
I'll be with Aoife Clancy actually at the New Bedford Whaling Museum on Friday, August 2nd. And you can check out their website and the tickets are available now, actually. We did it last year, and it was sold out. So check it out at New Bedford Whaling Museum, Friday, August 2nd with Aoife Clancy.
Wow, that sounds like a cool event. I hope I can get there myself. And if it's sold out before I get a ticket, can I pretend to be carrying a guitar or something?
It depends on how much, with a little, little
grease
tip
on the
here, a
side,
little
yeah.
grease.
All right, let's get to. By the way, I do want to mention that a lot of your music is available online, available through your website too.
There's music on the website and connections to YouTube. I have 4 animations up on YouTube, and you can find them through my website. And they're my comedy songs. And then my new project is starting to appear on the website. So there's a lot happening.
All right, that's EddieDillon.com. Check it out. Let's get to more birds, and this one is called Sing Like Birds. Tell us about this.
This is another song that I wrote in the early 1970s, but I updated it, and I just always found it a charming song. You're going to hear Aoife once again singing with her niece, doing some oohs for me. And at the end, you're going to hear someone who's appearing for the first time. It's my granddaughter, Celia, is singing harmony with me for the end chorus. Just a little song, sing like birds do, 'cause they're free. There is one, she'll know you best when you're singing. Laugh out loud, there are behind the clouds. There is one, she'll know you best when you're laughing. Hey, Mr. Sandman, put some sand on me. Hey, Mr. Sand, where's the sleep? Something I've been missing, early morning kissing, with a love that's ever growing deep, deep. Such a misty morning when you're both awakened, blue sky smiling there for you. Kiss it once for smiling, kiss it twice, it's heaven. Hold a hand and share the morning dew. Just a little song, sing like birds do, 'cause they're free. There is one, she'll know you best when you're singing. Keep on singing, keep on singing, keep on singing. Keep on singing. keep on singing.
Eddie, I can't thank you enough for coming in to WCRI Studios to record this program so that we can get it on the air and help benefit the concert that's going to take place on July 27th with the Walk to End Alzheimer's. It's a big event on Block Island that's going to be held in the fall. But right now, Saturday, July 27th, we're going to have this concert, and all of our proceeds will go towards that fund to end Alzheimer's. And 2 quartets on the program. Program's called American Acapella and a lot more. We have Nantucket Sound Quartet and Trade Secret Quartet, and then we have the world-famous Eddie Dillon will be there providing his music. So check it out. Tickets will be available at the door. St. Andrew is probably the biggest place on the island to hold an event like this, so hopefully we'll fill her up. But thanks for coming in, Eddie. I appreciate it.
It's my honor to be here, Mike. Thank you very much.
And bringing your music, some of this new music, although recorded a while ago, most people haven't had a chance to hear it. And we look forward to your new release, which will have some old, some new, and some borrowed and some blue, right?
You got it. You got it.
Tell us about this last song, which I actually had on a CD that was available called Things You Wished You Said. Is that the right?
That is correct. Yeah, that was released in 1996, and it was recorded at my studio. And this next song we're going to sing is called The Bird Sanctuary, which I wrote in college, and which was
1995.
1995. I wish. And but it's a funny little story. The Bird Sanctuary that we're talking about is in Hingham. There's a beautiful, beautiful. If you get a chance to go to Hingham Harbor, just go around the edge of the harbor, and you'll come to a huge park there, which World's End is the name of the park. And it is a fabulous, many hundreds of acres right on the water. And a friend of mine lived out in Hingham, and his father would never give him a car when he was in high school. So he couldn't go on a date. So he would stroll with his girlfriends through the bird sanctuary at World's End.
All right. Use your imagination and picture all that. Once again, thanks, Eddie. Appreciate it.
You're welcome, Mike.
The rest of you will see you next time on Conducting Conversations.
I'm going insane. We used to go to the bird sanctuary any time of year, except in February. By now, I'm going insane. Used to hang around, do the coochie, 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 sit on parking benches, do the smoochy, smoochy, smoochy. Right now, I'm going insane. My baby left me, why she said goodbye. Got on top of a Greyhound bus and said, I'm gonna make that sucker fly. I'm going insane. It was love and it was wooing, that's what we were doing. Chewing candy canes and going out canoeing, singing a song to Moonlight Bay.
We were singing a song.
Used to do double on the hula, hula, hula. Used to hang around at the Coca-Cola cooler. Right now, I'm going insane. My baby left me, why she said goodbye. Got on top of a Greyhound bus and said, I'm gonna make that sucker fly. I'm going insane. We used to go to the bird sanctuary any time of year, except in February. Right now, I'm going insane. I
Conducting Conversations was brought to you by Roberts Musical Instruments, using music and the arts to keep your child educated, entertained, and having fun. Roberts Musical Instruments is your key to musical success. Call 823-5459. That's 823-5459.